GYF, it's the red Protoss, it's Tassadar. So what do you think's going to happen this game, Woody?
Well, I mean, straight away we have a hatch first coming out here for TomikuS, and Tassadar in a position to take Forge expand, but most likely going Nexus first. I mean, he's already queued up all these probes, but as he sees hatch first, he has the opportunity to throw down a Forge if he would like to and try counter rush, but I don't think he will. I think he's going to be confident going into more of a macro game, or at least a two-base play. I mean, you can go into what looks like a macro game in ZVP, but it's still a two-base timing, so you've got to ask yourself what's a macro game, what isn't. But yeah, I mean, it's across positions. We're likely to see something like Swarm Host from the Zerg play, maybe Roach Hydra into Swarm Hosts. We could see Ling Hydra into Swarm Hosts. Something else on this map which could work well is just Ling Hydra into Mutalisks because of how large the map is. And because of that, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Tassadar followed this Forge expand up with a Stargate to get some Phoenixes out on the map so that his scouting is good, his map control is good, and if in case Mutas do start to come out, he's already half prepared with some Phoenixes out and a Stargate ready to roll.
Yeah, I'm very happy that we do see a Forge fast expand. We never really see this too much. It's usually always a gateway expand or a fast gateway in the Nexus, but a cannon rush is actually going down into TomikuS' natural, and I don't think he's going to be able to hold it off by the looks of it. A lot of drones are being pulled now, and it's going to be able to get free. He's completely fine. Oh, so close. He actually gets the probe, cancels the rest of the payload, so that's just 100 minerals free away there.
200 minerals.
Oh, sorry,
150
200 minerals.
well,
Yes.
150 min. Oh no,
No.
no, it's 200 minerals, I guess, with probe, pile, and cancels. 200 altogether.
Yeah, right
There's
about that.
150 without the probe, but if you can't probe 200, so bit of a waste there. I mean, he really gains nothing. Really didn't deny any mining time at all. It would have been nice if it worked. If he'd got that up, it would have actually been really annoying for TomikuS. But I don't think it was bad for him to try. I mean, it delays his build by not much at all. And yeah, I mean, now he's going to have a wall up. There's no way Lings are going to get in here. The cannon's finished. And Tassadar's just going to, be in a Forge expansion. This game's going to be a pretty slow start.
Yeah, it looks like now it's just going to turn into a pretty standard game. I'm quite interested why TomikuS hasn't actually taken a third base. He did see the cannon rushing down, which sort of indicates already that a Forge was there. He does shout that it was a Forge fast expand, and still no third base going down for him, which is really interesting at this point in time. It might show that he wants to be a little bit aggressive, but he has pulled out of gas, and speed is under the way. And you don't really see this too often, especially a player sitting on two bases the way he is, and with speed coming at such an early time. So it's very interesting what he's going to do.
Yeah, the thing is, TomikuS is this kind of guy who will go for things like speed and all-ins. Now, I don't think he will here because obviously he's committing to quite a lot of queens. He's going up to his 4th queen now. He's taking a third hatchery as well. But I mean, these are things which Tassadar has to be careful of, and of course he's not going to speed and all in against a Forge expand either. But that probably tells you a little bit about why Tassadar maybe chose to go for a Forge expand here, because he gives up a lot of potential aggression by going Forge expand instead of gate expand, but it makes him so much safer. And wow, look at this, a very fast third base. So that actually goes completely against what I'm saying. Playing safe against TomikuS, and TomikuS is going to see this, and he's got speed. He just makes 20 lings right now, and that third base is cancelled, like straight up.
Yeah, I think he needs to be aggressive now, and we do. Actually, no lines, just more drones. Interesting.
Maybe not actually, because I mean, if you think about it, by the time he makes if he was already making the lings, it'd be different. But if he makes the lings now, there's already going to be a cannon up, which is going to be walled off by a gateway. And I don't actually think with 2 sentries as well that he'd be able to get it. He's making 14 Zerglings, and they are rallied across the map, and that may be because he's killed off that probe now. And because he's killed off that probe, it's going to be a little bit longer till that cannon comes up, which does give him a little bit more time to get things going here. So let's see how this turns out. There's that cannon, there's the gateways to wall it off. And let's see if this is going to work. Not a huge commitment by TomikuS, though, to try and deny this, as he is already going into double Evo chambers. Going to go into what's probably a heavy Ling upgrade play, which I really like on this map, actually.
Yeah, we've seen this actually a couple of times. I think I was tossing me Woody, where we actually see a lot of ultras play on this map. Just with who was it?
I can't quite think what exactly it was. It must. I think it was a team league game with Cascade,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
anyway, these lings get force fielded out of the natural there, and have to turn around.
Nice wall off at the third base here with 3 gateways covering that cannon, so that's definitely not going to be killed. And another pylon is being built just for safety measures, as we see the third base for Zerg players now being saturated. So everything just starting to turn in. Nice macro game we're having here, and the lure is actually starting for TomikuS. So you may go for some Ling Hydra sort of play. That would be my guess. Baling Nest. Very interesting.
This is weird. Bane and Nest, I mean, Again, this is TomikuS. He doesn't like to play necessarily standard. Tassadar getting a blinker. This is a very common kind of build in for the PvZ where you basically rely on blink stalkers and heavy upgrades to defend from any kind of roaches initially. But I'm not quite sure how it turns out against kind of 1-1 Ling Baneling. We've got a Lair about finish as well now. I'm not really sure where he goes from here. Does he just start Overlord drops and start teching up to that and start dropping Banelings, or does he actually try and just roll Banelings in to an army? Because with sentries, I mean, that should never work. But TomikuS, he's the kind of guy he'll try and make it work. So let's see what happens. I mean, he's taking a 4th base. It's not like he's going to be like mega free base Baneling burst to end the game at all.
Okay, that was brilliant. But it looks like I don't know what he's actually going to do here. I've never really seen this sort of Balian style come out, especially not against Protoss this late in the game. It is coming round to the 10-minute mark, and usually at this point this would be the time, and she's going to throw down an infestation pit, so we should probably be seeing an Ultralisk come out. That would be my biggest guess, and obviously that would be the only guess. So I think he's going to have to be a lot more aggressive, though. He cannot let the Protoss get this sort of economy up behind this.
Yeah. Something's died. I think it was a Hallucinate Phoenix. Yeah, Hallucinate Phoenix just getting attacked there. We've seen an Infestation pit on the way. Now, this isn't for Swarm Host or anything. This is most likely to go straight into the Hive and start going into Ultras. And, Ling Ultra Baneling could be quite scary, because if the Ultras can break through the force fields, then all of a sudden, I mean, Banelings are going to keep on rolling in.
Yeah.
Dog Shrine on the way for Tassadar, so looking as though he just wants to get aggressive here very quickly. I like him moving out here. He's got a lot of sentries to force field for safety. He's got the Mothership Core to recall. I think there's no harm at all moving out here, forcing Banelings. Not necessarily forcing Banelings. I don't actually know if he's actually seen the Baneling nest, so he knows that Banelings are possible. But just in general, forcing units, forcing TomikuS to not tech up as quickly as he probably would like to, and force some of that bank away from Ultralisks. And looks as though he's got this Paladin down here. He's going to try and get into the high ground position, and if he can get up here, them drones on the 4th base are all going to die.
Bird Banelings, though. Oh.
Yeah, this could be a really nice trap as these stalkers are already moving forward, and is that what he doesn't want them? He wants the sentries, and oh my god!
Whoa!
Well, that might just be game. That was absolutely disgusting as TomikuS suddenly takes like a 50 supply lead, and I mean, well, DTs are coming in. He doesn't actually have anything to do with DTs, but these DTs, they need to do like game-ending damage. What it is doing is just forcing TomikuS not to attack, so that's something for him at least. As he's trying to block, he blocks the ramp of the DTs. Well, I just don't know anymore. Like, wow. But I mean, even if this game doesn't end now, look at the resources lost: 3,600 to 1,300. This pylon's going to go down, so that these DTs can't really do too much more. The overseers are now in. So the DTs aren't going to do too much else, and TomikuS, he's got an Ultra Cavern on the way, and I mean, what does Tassadar do? Does he reinvest gas into sentries? I don't think he can afford to. He's getting his Templar Archives, which he needs. He needs that to deal with this. He needs Archons to deal with Ultras, he needs Archons to deal with Lings, he needs Storm. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm still gobsmacked by that, but I think at this point in time he still knows that there is going to be Ultralisk coming out in the map quite soon enough after seeing that Ling heavy style coming out from TomikuS there. So I think our Protoss player Tassadar has the idea of what exactly is going to be going down. More lanes are being built right now. Templar Archives is nearly done for our Protoss player. Archons are being morphed, and Charge is actually being built at this point in time. So I don't know. That was just a big loss that he needed to do damage to be able to come back with it.
The thing is, like, right now, Tassadar would love to be actually moving across the map just before Ultras. What? He's making Mutalisks? I saw the Spire going up, but I didn't really think he was just going to make Mutalisks when he's investing in chitinous plating. But this is kind of a little bit crazy. Whoa, we've got a big engagement. Link's coming in. A nice time open. Force fields are working pretty well here, but here come the Banelings marching in through the force fields just in the end. And I mean, even though this wasn't the best fight for TomikuS, he's going to kill everything. And even if these, he's going to force Zealots now to clean up these Zerglings, and then he's going to fly in with like 15 Mutalisks. He's just going to be like, what? Anti-air? Do you have anti-air? I don't think so. Oh my god, and I think, in fact, some of these Mutalisks are already here, so I mean, Tassadar's aware of it, but there's just no anti-air, and I mean, 2 Archons, they're not going to do enough. Full and overcharge force at the 4th, but that leaves this 3rd base as a big open target.
Yeah, we do see the though that with them Archons, these Mutazilus to not just engage straight into them. Obviously the AoE that they do is just absolutely insane. So he's going to have to play a little bit safer than he initially wanted to. He just wanted to be really, really aggressive. But we do see the style is working perfectly right now. That Archon is going to be chased down and killed, and there's just no anti-air.
I just don't think there's any way to come back from losing all them Stalkers and all them Banelands to the and all them Sentries to the Banelands. I just really don't think there's a way to come back from that. And Pylons taking a lot of damage here, Gateway taking a lot of damage too. There is a big wall. He's going to lose his spawning pool, in fact, and he's going to start taking some damage on his hive as well. But I mean, at the same time, he's losing so much. I mean, even if TomikuS cleans this up, what's he really lost? His hive. It's not the end of the world. He's already got all of this tech. All he's lost is the spawning pool, unless he lost the Ultra Cap and Tube, but I don't think he has. No, he hasn't. So, I mean, as long as he doesn't lose his tech buildings, losing the hive doesn't really matter.
I think now is the GG is called.
Wow.